Hi everybody, Lynn Wong here, and I'm so happy to see you. They say that happiness is elusive, and they're probably right, because we are looking for happiness in the wrong places. Very often we look on the outward for satisfaction, for gratification, for our happiness. I mean, how often can one strike lottery and win $15 million? Or how often can we land, the person of our dreams, marry a Prince Charming or sail the seven seas and you don't have to work a single day in your life? How often and how many people are so fortunate to have that kind of uh, things happen to them? So when we look at the outward circumstances for our happiness, we are bound to be very disappointed because today's world talks of gloom and doom and everything that is so worrisome and so fearful. So, no, we don't look for happiness in those places. I've observed that people who smile a lot tend to be happy. Smiles are contagious. You smile at a person, and very automatically that person will smile back. And people are drawn to people who smile rather than to people who don't, who always have a sour, long face. For example, if you look at a golden retriever, or you look at a beagle or a poodle, they're such gentle, beautiful, animals. Then you tend to be drawn to them very naturally, as opposed to if you're looking at a bulldog or a Rottweiler. I mean, would you be automatically drawn to? Surely the golden retriever group. But with all due respect to the bulldogs and to the Rottweiler, this is just an example. I've also observed that people who are generous are happier. People who are generous with their compliments, with their positive impartations, when they inspire you, when they bring you up to a new level, when they give you hope, when they, even in a coffee shop, if you meet a group of friends or maybe just one friend, and you see that friend sitting by herself, you can just buy that friend a cup of coffee, and it won't cost you more than 3 ringgit. But the kind of happiness that you generate in that friend will be bounced back to you as well. You who got the coffee for her, you're happy, and the person who got the coffee from you is happier still. So, yes, when you're generous with people, you will be happy yourself. And I also find that people who avoid others who are always complaining, always bad mouthing. When it rains, they complain it rains. When it doesn't rain, they complain that it doesn't rain. They have no good words to say about anybody. It's always gloom and doom, and nothing works for them. They're just so into, finding the bad, the negative. So if you mix with people like that, there's a tendency that you won't be happy. In fact, you'll be sucked into their kind of attitude, ungrateful attitude, probably. So if you can, try as best to avoid these kind of people if you want to be happy. Surround yourself instead with people who are kind, who are gentle, who has a good word for you, and if they don't have a good word for you, they will keep their mouth shut. They won't go deliberately to hurt you, to humiliate you, or to make things, embarrassing for you. Stay with this group of people. Avoid the gossipers. Gossip mongers are the worst. They will add a lot of things that are not true, and it will cause a lot of problems. This is very, very stressful. So you would do well to stay away. And then the other thing, though it's the last point, but it is not the least important. Get engaged. Get engaged with life. Don't just mull around and do nothing. Find a new hobby. Play a new musical instrument. Maybe learn to paint, to draw, do gardening. Go and help those homes for orphans or for the old people. Stay engaged with life. And when you do that, you'll find that you're spreading a lot of happiness to other people. And in return, you also will be happy. Have they not said that happiness shared is double? So, yes, do all that. When you are happy, you are healthy. When you are healthy, you would live a long and satisfied life, surrounded by people who genuinely likes your company because you are such a smiling person, you're such a generous person, and you keep your tongue and your mouth shut when you are supposed to, and you have only good things to say about people, as opposed to a person who is mean and harsh and brutal and stingy. I think being happy is a choice. And my friend, you decide. So, yes, go have a good life. Yes, life is short, but we can make it spectacular. So, bye for now.